Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Weapons of H3 VR. Today we are taking a look at this rifle. This is a Winchester 1894. This is one of the final Winchester rifles. The last one being the 1895 if I recall correctly. It is still tube magazine, side loading. What makes this special? This, with the help of a certain John Joseph Browning, this one can fire rifle cartridges, and I'm actually going to pull up an older rifle. I don't know if we can demonstrate it with this. Yeah, we can demonstrate it perfectly with this. So the 8074, right? 73. This is the 94. Let's open the action. And this is the 73. So you might already be seeing some differences. And that's basically this bit on the low receiver down here. So there were a couple of changes made to the 94 compared to older versions. And the most significant one, to allow longer cartridges, this bit of the receiver here plops down out under the gun, allowing this to go to travel further, and as a result you can pop a bigger bullet in it. And I can't remember if it's this version or another, so I'm not going to comment on that actually. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you can see it. Quite a bit bigger on the 94. We don't need you anymore. So the 94 could use rifle power cartridges, which is one of the reasons the lever actions never got adopted. They just didn't have powerful enough cartridges for military use. Let's close that up. This is chambered in 44 Magnum, which we pop into the loading gate here. One problem, of course, or this gun actually, 94. Stiff competition. 95, the 95 model would fix some of the problems this had, but 94 you already had a bunch of bolt actions. You had different Mausers, you had the Mannlichers, you had the Lebel, you had a bunch of different ones. I can't remember how many rounds this can actually chamber now. And a bolt action is significantly simpler to produce than this thing. Another problem, which some of these bolt actions, like the Mannlicher and the Mausers, fixed. They don't have a tube magazine. They had a box magazine, 5 rounds. The 95 would fix that, but as you fire the rounds, weight shifts on the tube magazine. So as a result of this, the Winchester 94 never really got adopted, were it not for World War I. If I remember correctly, the French bought a bunch of 94s because they were desperate. But I believe, what's his name? CN Arsenal has a video on this, I believe they do. So I do suggest you check them out, and I believe Ian from Forgotten Weapons also has a video on that, so check them out as well. They'll go into more detail, including disassembly of the gun and more detailed history. I can't recall if that is... Sorry, I need to adjust the microphone a bit. I can't recall if that's the 94 though for CN Arsenal, but I believe so. Don't quote me on that. That's a dog. That's not me, if you can hear it. So, this gun, it's a lever action. Hammer gets cocked when you cycle action. Has some basic iron sights. Has a peep sight and a notch on top. Hard to see. Loading gate, like I said. It's hammer fire. I don't know if you can hear the dog, but it's been barking a bit. So, helps if there is a round in the chamber, of course. Cycle the action. Helps if you close the action as well. I think it's empty. Now it is. So that's 10 rounds in the magazine. And as you can see, I struggle a bit with the lever actions. I'm bad at doing this motion. Sorry, sausage. I'm bad at doing this motion when firing. Being tube magazine. Box magazine, of course, didn't only have the problem of the weight shifting. As you can see. Get back here. Reloading takes a while. Let's see how fast I can do this. I always fail closing it properly. And then I cycle and then I waste a round. Are we empty already? I guess we are. One notable thing about this lever action, or all the Winchester lever actions, is no safety. So yeah. Recommended would be to keep the chamber empty until you need it, and then you just cycle it and you go fighting. Same applies for the 95, etc. But this was a short video on the Winchester 1894. I do hope you all enjoyed it. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and all of that. Vote for the next gun you want to see in the poll in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.